For the knife. Now we're going to make the mistake that I'm just telling you not to make. We'll make it nice and uniformly here. Yeah, it's a uniform mistake. See, it's pushed off to one side. Does that look all right? Sure. Okay, the cutting edge is pushed off to the side. That really doesn't show as well as I'd like it to, so I'm going to really make it back. There. Edge. Do we see that, gentlemen? Can you see that? The knife, the edge is off to the side. Yeah. In the hand I'm holding the knife in. And everyone back here, I'll hold this way up so you can see it. Can you see that? I bet you can't see that edge is off center. You're too far away. But that's okay. Okay, see how that's off center? Now we've got two ways we can correct this problem. One's easier than the other. The first method, you saw how I did the last time. I made a really big whack to make a good, obvious mistake. That's the way you fix it. You put the high side up, put the low side down, and give just the ricasso a whack, and it scoots it over. But there's one much easier method of doing that. Oh, you're a wonderful kid. Now, I'm going to want to set my knife out here and say, okay, my boo-boo is on this here side. I need to move the stock from there. So what I'm going to do is stick my knife down in here. I'm going to stick my wrench there, and I'm going to twist it. Whoops. Oh, you didn't see that. A little bit better. Let me do one more hit on that. That's how you can. Now this is just a piece of inch and wow, that's hot. That's heavy. I couldn't hardly lift it.
Inch and a while.
No, I don't look at horseshoes very long at all. This is an 1 1/8" square rod that I sawed. It was annealed and soft, and I sawed it down with a bandsaw. Then I heated it up nice and fire, and I stuck it in my anvil hardy hole like this, and I drove a knife down into it. So that's exact pitch on an average knife for me to make. They spread it so that I can do this job. It took me all about 10 minutes to make that crazy thing. Now, I think I need to move more metal from this side, so I'm going to slide that bad boy down in there. And we're going to tweak it. Nice. Oh, now. You know what the problem is? I'm still doing it the wrong way. Yeah, there it's going. Ow, that tongue is getting warm. There, back in the middle. Back in the middle again. Go give up my singing job, I know. Okay, we're going to flatten this blade in a moment, but we're going to make the handle shape. Okay. Now remember, that's hot. almost grabbed it again. See how I can set my. Come up in here a little bit up toward the body. And I'm going to flare or fishtail the back side of it. So you can see some of the grooves I'm putting in there. You see how that spreads the metal? You can see, in the light you can really see those grooves, can you? Okay, good. Not just me, right?
Yeah. I think you're trying to do that.
Now we're going to check the hull. The hull.
Will you put any distal taper into the handle, or?
That's what I'm starting to do here.
Okay.
And what I would normally do in my shop is I'd use my rolling mill with the variable arm where I can pull it up, and that'd roll a nice taper in. It'd be a lazy scum bucket with. Okay, that's sharp. Now, I don't like making naked spots on my arm. I used to do that all the time, but I got tired of having naked spots on my arm. I need a welding glove, please. Set of welding gloves. At least my left-hand glove. Okay. Yeah, you folks on this side, step back just a skosh. I just don't want to whittle anybody by accident. Uh-oh. Now, I'm not going to bother cutting all the way through because I get tired. And I'm a lazy bum. But my goal is to test the blade a little bit, see what it will do. Since I haven't got a handle mounted on this knife, I'm not going to use it for high impact chopping by hand. I'm going to use a brass mount. Emulate the chopping that I would normally do if I had a set of scales on this. I'm going to use a bronze hammer, okay? Now, this is the way I barbecue a steak, you see. This is like me cutting my dinner when I'm cooking on the barbecue. So, I'll pull this back closer to the handle, Jess, so you don't end up wearing yourself out. Now, we want to test the tip, too. So we'll stick the tip, say in here. We'll drive it through a few times and let the tip do the work. By accident, I chopped into it with a knife. The handle was less than happy, and I was less than happy too. But we can see that we can really abuse this a bit and see if it stands up to it. Now, will it still cut the paper?
No way.
Oh, you have little faith.
Wow, that's better than before.
Okay, now we could continue with that ad nauseum, but the end result is, what I wanted to find out is if my heat treating is appropriate. It appears to be adequate at very least. Now, we're going to start bidding to sell this knife to the highest bidder. Now, this comes with my standard lifetime guarantee. If whoever buys this breaks it, then I will fix or repair it forever for free, as long as I'm able to effect a repair. Now, I have an opening bid of $60 from a gentleman inside.